Well, hello. Today I'm going to be doing a review for Final Fantasy V, one of my favorites. The first time I played the game, I played it on the PlayStation, when it was released bundled with Final Fantasy VI. That bundle, called Anthology, was one of the best gaming values ever released on the PlayStation. For this review, I'll be playing the Game Boy Advance release, which came later. It included a whole bunch of goodies, such as a retranslation of the script with corrected spell names, character portraits, new jobs, and a bonus dungeon. Before the review, however, I'm going to show a side-by-side comparison of both versions. This should help you decide which you would rather play. The footage is from the absolute beginning of the game, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. Skip to the 3:22 mark if you want to go straight to the rest of the review. So as you can see, the colors are brighter and larger in the Game Boy Advance version. I should say, however, that when played on an actual handheld, whether it be a Game Boy Advance or a Nintendo DS or a PSP, it of course looks much better since it's being displayed at or closer to the game's native resolution, and not upscaled as it is here. Either way, both look fine in my opinion. However, the menu and dialogue definitely win out in the GBA version. If audio is really important to you, then the PlayStation does win in that department, as the music sounds thicker. I'll switch to the PlayStation audio track so you can hear. Okay, on with the review. This iteration of the Final Fantasy employs the job system. In the Game Boy Advance version, there are 26 total. When you win in combat, you get APB, or ability points. Earn enough and you level up your job, giving you abilities that you can equip as other jobs. In other words, you can mix and match to suit your needs. For example, having a Dragoon with the Mug ability. You do have to be careful, however, as when you change jobs, so does your equipment, and by default the game will auto-pick your gear for you. You can change this in the settings, however. If you've ever played any of the other Final Fantasies, then the gameplay will already be known to you. Basically, combat is turn-based, and progressing through the game has you visiting different towns, dungeons, castles, and even underwater areas. The story, while simple in concept, is told very well, and the real joy comes from the various characters' quirky personalities. This particular Final Fantasy wasn't released in the United States when it was originally made for the Super NES. It wasn't until the PlayStation release that we got it. Because of this, the title is often overlooked, which is a real shame because it's a really great game. So what's the bottom line? Well, if you've never played a Final Fantasy game, then this is a good entry point. Although I would probably start with the Final Fantasy IV and work my way up through to 10. The other ones after that suck, so skip them. And as far as versions go, I would say this one, the Game Boy Advance, is the best version of this game.